Chief Justice Roger B. Taney. Roger Taney was born on March 17, 1777, in Calvert County, Maryland. He was the son of a prosperous tobacco grower, Michael Taney, and his wife, Monica Taney. Growing up, Taney had a very simple education by studying with many different tutors for over a year. But Taney's last tutor, David English, recommended that he was ready for college. At the age of only 15, Taney was admitted into Dickinson College and graduated with honors in 1795. Taney studied law and established himself as one of Maryland's most promising young lawyers. From the years 1831 through 1833, Taney served as an attorney general. Then, in 1834, President Andrew Jackson nominated Taney to become the Secretary of Treasury, which was eventually rejected by a Senate vote of 28 to 18. In 1836, when the current Chief Justice John Marshall passed away, President Andrew Jackson then appointed Roger Taney as the new and fifth Chief Justice of the Supreme Court and served in this position for 28 years. Roger Taney served in many landmark cases as Chief Justice. To name some: Charles River Bridge versus Warren Bridge, 1830s. Bank War, also 1830s. Ableman versus Booth, 1850s. And the most memorable, the Dred Scott case, 1857, in which Taney ruled that Scott was a slave and because of that was not a citizen and could not sue the federal court. In 1806, Roger Taney married Anne Key, who was the sibling of Francis Scott Key, the writer of the Star-Spangled Banner. Taney also served as the Secretary of War, but this job only lasted a few months because he was then quickly promoted to the United States Attorney General. Roger Taney was also the first Roman Catholic Chief Justice to serve on the Supreme Court. Unfortunately, Taney's term as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court came to an end on October 12, 1864, when he passed away in Washington, D.C. at the age of 87.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
California versus Greenwood. Petitioner, California. Respondent, Billy Greenwood. Argued on January 11, 1988, and was decided on May 16, 1988. The lower court this case originated in was the California State Appellate Court. The reason why this case entered the Supreme Court was that Greenwood believed it was in violation of his Fourth Amendment right. In early 1984, investigator Jenny Stancer came to the conclusion, with the help of many informational sources, which included reports of many late-night visitors to the Greenwood house, that Billy Greenwood was selling illegal narcotics out of his home. In April, she asked the garbage man to pick up some peculiar trash bags outside the residence. In the trash bags, there was evidence of drug use, which she used to obtain a warrant to search his home. When the officers searched the home, they found cocaine and marijuana. Greenwood and Diana were arrested on felony narcotic charges and released on bail. The police continue to receive reports of many late-night visitors to the Greenwood house. In May, after seeing even more peculiar trash bags outside the Greenwoods' residence, investigator Robert did the same thing Jenny Stancer did, and he obtained Greenwood's trash bags from the regular trash collector. Again, they contained evidence of illegal narcotic usage, and again, Greenwood was arrested. It was a 6-2 vote in the Supreme Court. Their reasoning behind their decision was that there was no reasonable expectation of privacy for trash on public streets. They said it was readily accessible to animals, children, scavengers, snoops, and other members of the public. The court also noted that the police cannot be expected to ignore criminal activity that can be observed by any member of the public.